am Poof, a magical book that knows all. Developed by wizards and enchanted by scientists to discover all human knowledge. My secrets could be used to cure disease, end hunger, and advance civilization. Instead, I've been stolen by two idiots and have been forced to help them produce a game show. This is Poof, the magical game show.
Welcome to Poof, the magical game show.
Hello, everybody.
It's the only game show that has a book that knows everything, even your most inner thoughts, desires, and feelings.
That is correct. And you know what?
Yeah, what?
I'm going to prove it right here, right now.
Yeah.
Right here, right now, right here, right now.
And no more. Otherwise, we'll get copyright
No,
struck.
we will. We will get copyright struck.
Again.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Karate Kid. Hey, Poof.
Hello, Nate. What do you want now?
I have a question for you, Poof. Hey, Poof. Did Bacon spend the entire day rolling out his left hand on a foam roller?
Yes, Nate, but you
weird.
also do the same thing.
I do.
Well, yours is worse, because of also the murder.
I do murder people.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I call femurs foam rollers, and I like fresh femurs. 3 days and they're out of here. So I'm a what's the word? A connoisseur.
A connoisseur.
A connoisseur of
bones. A
femurs,
femur
of bones.
connoisseur.
Yep. I believe
that's why we're friends, because I got the longest femurs.
Yeah, that was
no bragging or anything. Not to brag.
Wasn't that an Angelina Jolie movie, like The Bone Collector or something?
If you have a question that you would like to ask Poof that's non-Bone Collector related or the TV show Bones related, anything, no bones. No bones this week. We're a bone-free week.
Then hey, did you notice anything different about me this week?
Yeah. Well, no, you never wear sleeves. I don't know. I was going to say.
No, that's for the ladies and the gents. It's 2020 done. Is it 2021?
It is 2021.
Okay. Anyways, my work sent me a free vest today, so it's got pockets.
That's the first thing a girl tells you about her dress. If you say you like her dress. I like her dress. It has pockets.
It has pockets.
They'll tell you that.
I watch Black Widow. Vest plays a big part of Black Widow.
Oh my God. Yeah. So if you have a question, put it in the comments, and maybe one of us, I don't know, for paying attention, we'll throw it in there and we'll answer it.
Yeah, you should say, hey Bacon, look at me. I have a question. 1, 2, 3 question.
Exactly that. Otherwise, I won't even look at it.
Yeah, we will not.
I have chosen the contestants at random. Contestants, show yourself.
We have some contestants
I'm so
this
excited.
week.
Oh, hello, Rohita. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
And Rachel.
Hello, Rachel.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. You too. I'm so excited.
Oh, phone call. Put them on the show. They have to come.
Let's start. Rohita, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself? What do you like doing?
Well, I'm a writer, comedian. I live in Los Angeles. Coming out of quarantine, I do like staying at home a lot and napping a lot, more than I thought I did before.
Right? Like, I'm a total introvert homebody now, and I kind of love it.
Yeah. It's hard to break out of it now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what it was before.
How's the weather in LA today?
Beautiful, 75 and sunny.
Yeah, who would have thought, Nate? Who would have guessed, Nate?
I had a more interesting answer for that.
What's the temperature on the sun right now? It's always the same.
Well, it's rainy and gloomy here in Massachusetts.
It's exactly so July.
Just what you think.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rohita. Rachel, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Rachel. I'm a kindergarten teacher and a comedian, and I live in Boston.
Ooh.
Yay.
How's the weather in Boston? Is it different from Somerville?
Sometimes it feels like I'm in a completely different climate because some days, like when I was teaching online, I live in Dorchester, my students live in Cambridge, so it would be raining where I am, and then they have like clear skies where they are, and like we're not that far away from each other. Man. Why is it so different?
Yeah, and the kindergartners too, so they were probably like that probably blew their minds. It would blow my mind. So
it still blows your mind.
It honestly does.
Oh man, I might want to change my question to be kindergarten related.
You have a ringer? I don't know.
I don't know. I have so many questions about that. But actually, let's just get right into the show.
Let's do it.
Nate, you said you had a good question?
Yeah.
You said you quote, this is what Nate's been saying all day. I have the best question in the history of man.
That's and woman.
And woman.
Thank you.
And then he said it's 2021. It's 2021, right? I said yes. We've been doing this all day.
So my question. So the first round, we're going to call this round the Steven Spielberg round. In the Steven Spielberg, has everyone here seen the movie AI with that with
Taylor Joel? Yeah.
Like,
no, but I know enough about AI that I think I can make my way through this question.
Okay. Oh, that's even better, honestly. This is going to make a way better answer.
So is this should I look up AI?
Yeah, just pull up Haley Joel Osment and AI, just so we have a frame of reference. At the end of the movie, he gets to spend, spoilers for AI, if there's any AI people in
Every
the
week
audience.
we spoil a movie.
So at the end of the movie, he gets to spend like a whole day with his most favorite person in the world, his mom. This is like after 1,000 years after humans have left. So my question to all of us here, let's all be little AIs. We're all little artificial intelligence robots who spent a millennium underwater, and now we're back above water. We get 1 day. You got to spend 1 day, but there's a catch. Can't be related to you. Has to be a celebrity.
Ooh.
What celebrity are you spending the whole day with, or person from history? Okay, you just
and at this point, this person is long dead, right? And
super
they're
long dead.
Life.
Yeah. So aliens are like using their alien magic technology to bring them back to life for a day, but you only get 24 hours with one person. Then they're gone forever, and then I'm pretty sure we get deactivated. I don't know. That's kind of the point. I think that's what happened in the movie.
This is a really tough question.
Yep. So this is the first part of the question. Okay, so we're going to go around the room. I just want everyone to pick somebody they would like to spend a full day with as your, after 1,000 years underwater. Okay.
Does this person also know that like 1,000 years has passed?
They can if you want. We'll say the aliens they're going to leave it totally up to you. All right. It's like a Burger King situation.
So it's like me and this person exploring a day 1,000 years from now. Yes.
And they could be like just woken up. They could be them from a certain role. They could be them at a certain specific point in time. Totally up to you. But for the first thing, we just need a name. All right. Who we hanging with?
I think I have mine.
Bacon. Who you hanging with?
I think. Yeah, I don't see how this would be a bad answer. Robin Williams.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one. Robin Williams.
And I get to spend the whole day with Robin Williams?
Day. Which Robin Williams are you going with? You going late stage, early stage, mid stage, Popeye? Who are you going with?
Oh, I'm not going Popeye. I'm definitely probably Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, so post cocaine. That's a good idea.
And I'd like him to be in Mrs. Doubtfire attire.
You're a real garbage.
What?
Human.
This is the aliens that can make them dress however they want.
So you're getting Mrs. Doubtfire, Robin Williams, okay.
Or Robin Williams from Shakes the Clown, where he's like a mime.
God, you like the weirdest Robin Williams stuff.
Don't judge my Robin Williams.
So Robin Williams,
like your Robin Williams, I'll like my Robin Williams.
So Robin Williams from Mrs. Doubtfire or Shakes, that era. So late 90s.
Let's go
Robin Williams.
Mid 90s. Doubtfire was 93.
Oh, that's right. Yep, 93. Yeah, so mid 90s Robin Williams. I think that's the best Robin Williams because that's like Good Will Hunting is towards the end of that.
Here he is.
You know,
Shakes the Clown.
What Dreams May Come. That's a pretty artistic Robin Williams. Actually, I like this answer.
Okay,
and it's not cocaine, so you're not getting just improv all the time.
Exactly.
And plus, it's post Aladdin too, so he's kind of a little bitter at Disney. This is a good Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Cool. Rohita, who would you like to spend the day with?
I give my name now and the reason later.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you can give the reason now, but we're gonna ask a second part of this question later.
Okay.
So totally just.
My answer is Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh.
But hear me out.
I love this answer. Yes, please. Why?
Because if we both have to die at the end of the day or be deprogrammed at the end of the day, after an entire day of Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'm going to be like ready to go. I'm going to be like, that was a lot and humanity was a mistake and it's time to die.
I love that so much. About the 20th Alexander Hamilton fact, you'd be like, all right, you're the worst,
We
Lin-Manuel.
get it. Yeah.
We get it. You're very good at this.
Yeah. We get it. You are the least attractive cast member.
Is it possible for a 40-year-old man to be precocious?
Yeah. There we go.
I love that answer. And he really stood out in Hamilton, man. Oof, goodness.
It
There's so much-
inspires like everyone who's a bad singer that like they too can be on Broadway.
Mhm.
It's representation for kids that are bad at theater.
And that's why I connect with him.
Yeah, I'm a mediocre rapper, but I have good hair. I love that answer. That's a wonderful
That's a good
answer.
one. Okay, we'll go with the reason or the secondary question after.
Yep. Rachel, who would you like to spend your day with?
I have to go with Miss Ina Garten,
Oh,
Barefoot Contessa.
I love this answer. Barefoot Contessa. Look up Barefoot Contessa.
I
He
love
does
her.
a lot. It's such a good answer. Yeah, I like her. Like her husband, who just is there sometimes. I love
You
that.
know he's like a tenured professor at Yale.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
the man is like a genius, and he's like, "Oh, I know what delicious food."
Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, I love it because
The
she
man
only
is like
sees them on the
shortlisted
weekends
from the
too, which is great. And
Say that
she's so
again, Rachel?
sassy about it too. Like there's one episode where she's making all the food for him to go to teach at the university. And she's like, "When my husband's away, I don't want anyone else cooking for him but me." It's like, go off, Ina.
Do you think that, like, is that actually maybe a little bit true? Do you think she gets a little bit jealous or upset if he's like, I came home and had a really good meal from somebody?
Like,
Maybe, you know what? Maybe, but he seems so loyal to her. I don't think I think he'd be too afraid to eat anything else.
I'll bet you he does sneak a Dunkies in
You
every
think
once in a
so?
while. Or, yeah, like on the sly. He's stop at a bowling
he's
alley.
just-
And eats a corn
I
dog
think
or
he's
something.
like at the New Haven like train station, just like downing Sbarro and before that train ride home.
Why if he'd eat another goddamn cake?
I
He's
love
like, I'm
that.
tired of the good vanilla.
Right?
I just want.
Right?
Listen,
Just-
so she literally wrote a book called Cooking for Him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And
This is-
she's got a
I
TV
believe that
show.
was recent.
Like her life is amazing, dude, and she makes
Her life
the
is
most
incredible.
beautiful food. Oh, it's
I
so
love
good.
her. She has she has a studio kitchen. She has a barn. It's like she walked in the barn and it's a studio kitchen
Mhm.
with all her stuff. It's so cool.
It's incredible. She'll like make this huge, wonderful picnic meal and set it up on this table in the woods for some reason. It's wild. Her show's
Mhm.
amazing. Yeah, that's a really good answer, Rachel.
She sounds magical.
I mean, she might be.
She is a magical lady. I think she's magic.
I don't trust this.
I'm all in for this one. This is a great answer.
It seems like her pies do that cartoon thing where if you smell them, you float.
I mean,
It's the
yeah,
good vanilla. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. It is that good vanilla. Yeah, I'm all about this.
Nate, who would you pick?
Oh man, there's so many answers here. You know what? I'm gonna go with Siegfried and Roy. I'm gonna hang out with those two.
You
for
get
a day.
both?
Yeah, I think they come as a pair.
I guess you can.
I don't know. I could
so-
choose one. I'll choose Siegfried then. We're gonna go with Siegfried. I just want to. I think he has a fascinating life. I think anyone who spent like the twilight of their life or the prime of their life, both on the Las Vegas Strip doing shows. I don't know. I think that's a person I would like to know.
It's a bold choice, Nate.
I mean, look at that face.
Do you know even which one's Siegfried and which
I do
one's
not.
Roy?
I do not. That's why I want to get to know them. I don't know. I think it'd be fun to get to know.
You think it'd be
Which
fun
one
to get
got eaten by the tiger?
I think it was
One-
Roy, right? He got the
Roy
eaten
left.
by the tiger.
I think so. Yeah,
By the tiger, mauled by the tiger.
that's my favorite picture.
You know,
of them ever.
this is the better photo.
That's
I don't
such
know,
an
I grabbed the wrong one.
Some Sears portrait studio.
I mean, they took out
I like to imagine them walking into a Las Vegas Sears, tiger in hand, ready to take this photo.
and they're like, "Hey, make sure to get all the wrinkles out of this tiger. I don't want any of the fur."
Tiger.
Do you want the laser background? No, let's go
No.
with the soft blue.
No.
We're gonna keep it classy.
All right, now before I take the photo, be mysteriously surprised and angry.
I don't know. It'd probably be a vapid, boring conversation, but these two have fascinated me my entire life.
That's a sad tiger.
I mean,
That is
I
a
think
sad tiger.
It's an albino tiger in captivity. I
Yeah.
think it's like the definition of sad.
So is this one Siegfried?
We're gonna say yes.
Or
I don't
is
know.
this one?
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
That's on me.
You get both. We'll just say you get both and the tiger.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So the second part of this question now, planning this day is up to you. What are you going to do with your person for the 24 hours? What are you going to do? Okay. Are you going to have backup plans, or are you just going to plow straight ahead, right? So what if they don't like the thing you planned? What's your backup plan for that? All right. So we're going to give you about 10 seconds here to think. We'll start with Bacon here. Bacon, what are you and Robin Williams going to do?
Well, I feel like, this is really difficult, but I feel like there's really no wrong answer, anything.
Mhm.
I guess I went with this one of Robin Williams. It shakes the clown.
That's
Robin
a scary
Williams.
Robin Williams.
Yeah, he's a mime in this scene. It's actually a pretty funny scene. I don't know. I'm just thinking of LA because Rohita, but probably, I would spend we'd start the day off at the beach in LA. And then maybe, just kind of do that walk up Venice Beach.
Okay. So mind you, all of this is created artificially. You're on a holodeck.
Oh, so I can go literally anywhere?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't explain it well enough. Yeah, an AI. All of this was created just in a little spaceship or something. Okay.
All right.
So you can
go
basically
anywhere.
do whatever you want. Yeah.
I'm going to go to Seal Beach.
Okay.
California. It's a worse beach than Venice. And hang out there, just kind of sit around all the seaweed that usually washes up in that area. And just kind of talk about stuff.
Yeah.
We'll take a ride in like a really crappy 1970s Toyota that's like really beat up. And we'll just kind of talk. And we'll drive up towards the Hollywood sign.
Ooh, so you're gonna do Rundown LA with Robin Williams.
Yeah. Well, then my thing was we burn down the sign.
Okay. I don't know if it can burn, but I like it.
Oh, it can burn.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess it's a holodeck. Yeah, do whatever you want, man. I like that.
I want.
Cool.
And I would literally just ask him questions about his life and just talk to him. And, we just have.
Would you try to do bits with Robin Williams?
No. First of all, you wouldn't need to try. He would just do them. And, so he'd be like, okay. And you just kind of go along with them maybe a little bit. But I would just kind of sit there. I wouldn't even try to jump in with him.
So even though he's an alien fake Robin Williams, you would still be a little starstruck.
I mean, how could you not?
That's it.
I mean, does he have all his talents?
Yes,
right.
He's a perfect.
Okay, this alien mimic is better than me. So,
all right, Rachel, Rohita, do you have any questions about Robin Williams? Anything you'd like to clear up?
I would like to clear up why you would choose LA over San Francisco, since Robin Williams notoriously fled LA to raise his family and live in San Francisco because that's where he loved to be the most.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be on his turf.
Oh, got it.
I want him to, I want to bring him down a little bit, make him a little uncomfortable. So,
so he does more bits.
Yeah. Otherwise, otherwise it's too many bits. I bet he'd just be constant bidding.
I'm the opposite. I do more bits if I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. Also, the hills in San Francisco, too much for me.
That is a lot of
even.
I like that. That's a pretty decent day. Would you stay up all 24 hours, or would you take a nap with Robin Williams?
Oh, I would definitely. At the end of the night, the last 20-30 minutes, or maybe even a full hour, I would totally nap with Robin Williams. He's so furry.
He'd be a good big spoon.
Yeah, it'd just be so warm. So 100%.
I love that. That's a good day. Wonderful. Rohita, can you tell us about your day? What would you do with Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Okay, so since we are not limited by time or space, I would take this man to see multiple high school level productions at all white high schools of everything he's ever done to show him what he has wrought.
I love that.
Wow,
I love that.
The rights to Hamilton are finally released in the year 2050. He's going to be pretty old. I also have zero faith in the American public education system, and it's going to be as segregated as ever. We are going to go to a well-funded, all-white high school in Nyack, New York. Or fucking Wellesley, Massachusetts. The Wellesley Public High School production of Hamilton or In the Heights.
I love this.
So you're sending him to, why don't you just say to hell?
But I get to watch him be uncomfortable, and he can't talk throughout this entire day.
Oh, I love this.
Wow.
I love this so
wow. And there's no cameras around?
I mean, like, I get to watch, so, like, where are the cameras? Like, is this a show? Like, it could be a show. I know a lot of people would watch this. Like,
No, I'm super into this. Would you allow snacks? Like, would you bring in snacks, or would this just?
Yeah, I'm totally cool with snacks, but they have to be made by like the white theater moms of the high school.
Ooh, actually.
Like, he can't be like, oh, I love my like Washington Heights bodega chopped cheese. It's like, no, you're gonna eat what Cheryl brought.
Yeah.
Lemon bars.
Yeah, Rice Krispie treats.
Ooh. Do you allow him to be recognized?
Ooh.
Do people even recognize him though? Because
I'm going to allow him to be recognized, but I don't think teens of the future are going to recognize him, and he's not going to feel like a celebrity.
I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't
I
recognize John Philip Sousa if he, punched me in the face.
Mhm.
See, like, if I think back to high school, like, would I recognize Stephen Sondheim? Yes. Would I recognize Rogers or Hammerstein? No.
Nope, I would not.
Like, I don't know what either of those two men looked like.
I don't. Yeah, and even if I did, I wouldn't know
other
which one was Rogers and which one was Hammerstein.
Yeah,
It's a Siegfried and Roy situation.
Siegfried and Roy.
yeah, exactly. That's an exact situation. I recognize Shakespeare, but only from the neck up. So
Yeah. Shakespeare could be like really, really fat, and we just didn't know, huh?
no idea. You could have tentacles.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's my theory.
I love this. So, Rachel, do you have any questions about the Lin-Manuel Miranda Day?
I think, I'm just wondering, like, you're in, you're going to these white high schools, so clearly none of them will be able to rap.
Yeah.
I think, how much shame are you anticipating here? And feeling.
I'm hoping for like a solid amount of shame.
All right.
This, honestly, this whole situation is going to come to pass eventually. I cannot wait until these plays get released, and I cannot.
In the Heights is already released, and there are majority white high schools that are doing it. The results of which are online.
Oh man, that's such a
Nice.
tough position to be in. Because you
Yeah.
feel for those little actor kids, right? It's so
Yeah, I
weird.
feel bad for the kids because like they clearly don't have a choice over like the show their high school does. It's clearly the teachers and the parent board and the administration that are like, what would be great for my son Spencer? Sabrolis Usnavi from In the Heights.
So I have a friend of
Spencer
mine.
was born to play Usnavi.
I have a friend of mine. She's white. She's a big theater nerd. Back in the day, and I think her school is very like she lived in like Massachusetts, like suburbs of Massachusetts, or no, sorry, New Hampshire, so even worse. But they did their own production of West Side Story, and it was colorblind and gender blind. So she played Bernardo, and they had her do brown face. So I'm just telling you, it could be so
How
much
many
worse.
years ago was this?
Well, she's like my age, and this is like when she was in high school, so maybe 10 plus years ago.
Oh wow.
Woof. And I like that. I like the gender blind. I like the color. Like that's fine. You do what you don't do brown face.
Yeah.
You just go.
And it wasn't even good brown face. She told me it was like dark foundation.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
That's from a majority white like middle school. So these kids are little, and they did hairspray, but the administration did not put them in brown face. They just made them wear different colored T-shirts as the costume to prove the point.
Wow. On that note, Rachel,
I love that day, Rohita. That was
that was
wonderful.
great.
Rachel, how would your day with Barefoot Contessa go?
Well, I am an old white lady at heart, so on the inside. So I and I are kind of on the same wavelength. We're gonna cook, we're gonna eat. But I remember there's one episode that I saw of hers where this woman doesn't have a job, okay? And then there's a shot where she's coming down the stairs in her home. She's like, I'm having a good for me day. I'm taking a day off. I was like, you don't have a job, bitch. Like, and she's, what are you taking a day off from? And so she gets up, she goes for a power walk. She spent some time going around her specialty shops. We have to travel around the Hamptons. I've never been in the Hamptons. I would love to travel around the Hamptons
100.
and go to all her specialty shops. She's like a celebrity over there, around there. And then she sat in front of the TV and had French onion soup. And I was like, that sounds, I'm in my 20s and that sounds like the perfect day.
It does.
I'll be honest, I've never ever had the urge to eat French onion soup when it wasn't like immediately before eating a steak at a restaurant. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But it sounds amazing to have that on your couch.
Yes, on a
maybe, yeah, but yeah, anything we were cooking, and yeah, but you know, I'm all for it. Like, you know, old lady calisthenics or whatever. She wants to pump, you know, ramp up her exercise. Yeah.
Are you having
She's in her mid-70s. She looks great.
I mean,
I know she does look great.
I hope I look like that when I'm in. Well, I mean, you know, that good.
You want to
I
look
guess.
exactly like this thing?
Yep, I want to look like Barefoot Contessa.
You could do a lot worse, you know. She's.
I mean, honestly, yeah, it's not that far. I think I could do it.
Not that far. Would you have her teach you anything?
Oh, of course, I'd have her teach me everything, and
Everything.
you know, she makes everything from like scratch and you know, so she could teach me the secrets to her good vanilla, and you know, like how she, you know, where she gets all of her stuff from, and how to use that food mill that she brings out all the time.
That's
so
interesting. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm thinking the last day, like we get one day. I just want them to do stuff for me. You know, I don't care how you do it. Just give it to me. Just keep on cooking. Keep on cooking, lady. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I love the idea of just eating all day long, eating amazing Hamptons food. I think that's a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Would you? How would you end the day?
How would I end the day? Well, obviously there'd be like a last meal. And I think that would be like the big, you know, out the bang grand smorgasbord. So, or either that, like we would have our nice big meal. Maybe we would let Jeffrey come. And you know, I think we would sit outside on her back porch that overlooks the Hampton Beach and just sit and drink. You know, I don't know if you saw that video of her on Instagram where she had like the giant cosmopolitan glass, like she made like giant, and we would just sit there. We would have our big giant cosmopolitans together, sitting on the beach.
I love that. Yeah, that's a pretty wonderful day. I like that Jeffrey gets to come too. That's a pretty good day.
It took 1,000 years to take that train from New Haven.
Yeah.
What were you gonna ask, Nate?
I forgot to ask Rohita. How would you end your day with Lin-Manuel?
So I think I would end it by this time going like to whatever Broadway is in 1,000 years and showing him like the best show and like reiterating that he was not a part of it at all.
Like, hell. Again, just hell.
That's hilarious. Is that us that froze? Are we okay?
I think, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Back on track. Nate.
Yeah.
You and these three guys.
So it's me and Siegfried and Roy. First off,
the tiger.
And the tiger. I would want them to do their magic shows for me. So like starting from the earliest one and going to the last magic show. I just want to watch them all. Then I would try to figure out the tricks. That would be most of the day, is me guessing how they did the tricks. And then we would end it at the end of the day. The four of us would knife fight. I think that'd just be fun. You know, you could. Yeah, I think it'd just be fun to have a big fight with a lion and two magicians.
I mean, yes, this would be if we're talking about any kind of duel situation.
Yeah, that's what it would be, like a duel, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, all of us, we know we're all aliens or whatever. You know, this doesn't mean anything. So I just think it'd be a lot of fun, just a duel. You know, and then I think we'd end with giant cocktail glasses overlooking the Hamptons. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably join Barefoot Contessa and Rachel over there.
Yeah.
So.
What do you eat?
Yeah.
Today? Yeah. Speaking of
raw steaks. All four of us.
Does anybody have any questions for Nate's idea?
See, it's a pretty perfect day.
You wouldn't stick to like.
I have heard enough. I have tabulated your answers into scores.
Oh, we are.
Oh.
Well, you're going to switch over to the answers here. So let's see what the scores are at. Ooh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense. That's normal.
We're not zero. We're not
at zero.
Not negative,
and we've been at zero plenty of times.
We have. So.
Oh, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at us.
You know, it's 10 to 100 and 100.
That's okay.
Anybody's game.
We're still in it. We're still
part of this. Let's move on to the next question. Rohita, Rachel, do you guys have any questions?
Is it time for our questions yet?
Yeah.
All right. So I thought of this. I went on from your email and the prompt about the cartoon characters. The habit switched out. You have to think of the worst teacher you had, kindergarten through senior year, and you get to replace that person with a cartoon character.
Ooh. Wow, this one's difficult.
This one is tough.
Well, I got mine.
Okay, who are you going with?
Miss Dixon.
Uh-huh.
My 7th grade, I think it was English. Yeah. 7th grade English teacher, Miss Dixon.
Uh-huh.
So mean. She had to be she was in her 70s. She had, at one point, I'm sure she loved kids at one point. At this point, she hated every child that she met and always answered everything in the most everything was just kind of to get the fuck away from her.
Yeah, just to stop talking.
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, can we have this? Yeah, it's this, and then she wouldn't answer anything else. She made all her everything that you had to do was really simple. It was just not a fun time, just an angry lady.
What did she teach?
English.
Oh wow. Do you what's a particularly bad memory of her? Do you have any that stand out?
Just I don't know. I guess now as an adult, I guess the way she would talk, it's because I guess she didn't have all her teeth. And I feel bad about that now as an adult thinking about it, because she would always, when she'd start talking, the thing that I hated the most probably was the sound that she would make before she started talking. Oh. She'd always go,
oh yeah,
and then get ready to speak.
You got to clear out the saliva.
Yeah, and you know what? I'd replace her with that little old lady from Looney Tunes who owns Tweety Bird.
I like that. That's a good answer. She's very nice.
Right?
She's a little oblivious. You can get away with stuff.
Exactly. I think she would be the best kind of teacher to have in school. I think she'd be so sweet and nice, and hopefully she'd bring her bird with her, and hopefully Sylvester would come in, try to kill it during class or something. It'd be so fun.
Your school might fall down.
Why?
Yeah, if you have Sylvester going on in the background.
Yeah, well, he doesn't use Acme products. I think we'll be fine. I don't have the, Roadrunner in there.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So I think, I'd replace Miss Dixon, my 7th grade English teacher, with, does anyone even remember that little old lady's name?
No idea.
Little old lady. She was in Space Jam.
Yeah. I think it's just Tweety's lady.
Tweety lady.
Yeah. All right. That's a good answer.
Thank
I like
you.
that one. Rachel, what about you? Would you replace any teachers with a cartoon character?
I think the one teacher I would replace was my 1st grade teacher, Miss Walker.
Ooh.
She was terrible. So I had really bad ADD, and for whatever reason, she didn't like me. I don't know why, but there would be times where we would be sitting on the floor, in circle doing a lesson, and I'd be staring at the floor, and she'd get really mad at me. She'd go, "What's so significant about the floor?" And I'd be like, "I don't know what the word significant means." And I felt like she didn't like me. There was this one time we were learning about change, like money.
Yeah.
And we never counted money before, and so she put some loose change on everyone's desk, and I was counting it the way I thought I was supposed to count. I don't know how I came up with this, but I was like, I have 11 cents. And she goes, you do not have 11 cents. And I was like, what? And I'm a teacher now. I know that's you would never do that to a student.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, really? What makes you think that? And I was totally wrong. I totally did not have 11 cents. There was a quarter on my desk. So there was at least,
You should have told her that you were taking in the debt that you owed to
there you go.
or something.
Yeah. That was your net.
Yeah.
But then I told my dad, I was like, I don't think Miss Walker likes me. And he goes, well, why don't you tell her a joke to make her like you? And I think the joke that he wanted me to tell her was when is a car? I don't know. I don't remember it, but this is how I remember, 6-year-old me remembers it. It was when is a car not a car? When it's a fjord or something like that. I don't know. But
Oh man.
Complex joke.
Oh my
Fjord?
goodness.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
A
fjord.
ford and
Yeah.
a fjord.
I like that. You don't hear
but
Icelandic.
I was like, I don't get it. And he goes, she'll get it. Like it's a grown-up joke, like she'll get it. And so we're sitting on the rug. We're about to do a lesson. I say, I have a joke. Want to hear it? She goes, no, I don't want to hear a joke right now. And I was like crushed.
Wow.
Why is this person teaching?
She'd be great at improv.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness, she sounds miserable. Hey, do you want to open a present? No, I'm good.
Well, who would you replace her with?
Yeah, who's your cartoon?
Like literally anybody, but so so I do teach kindergarten, so I do watch a lot of like cartoons from today. So that so there's this cartoon on PBS called Daniel Tiger, which is supposed to be like Mr. Rogers for like a newer generation.
Yeah.
And he has this teacher named Teacher Harriet, and she's actually really nice, and it really seems like she really understands students' differences. There's a time where Daniel Tiger and he wants to play one game and his friends want to play another, and they're fighting about it, and she sings a song, they find a way to play together. And I'm like, oh, and she has like a teacher apron too, and she's black too, and I was like, oh my god, I would love to have
That's awesome.
Teacher Harriet as my teacher.
She would appreciate the fjord joke, I'll bet.
I think she would. I think she had a good sense of humor.
I think she'd laugh at anyone.
Oh, there's Teacher Harriet.
Yeah. Oops, I'm zooming in on the wrong screen.
Oh man.
There she is.
I always wonder something.
Oh, she plays guitar.
Does the PCA exist in this universe?
I think it's just SAG. Right, for these animals.
That's a good answer. I like that. She seems like a very nice teacher.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be intimidated at all.
Yeah. Nate, what about you?
So the meanest teacher I ever had was my Algebra 2 teacher. Her name was Ms. Bedingfield. And
that's a made-up name.
I know, right?
She was on the run.
She
was a mobster's wife.
She was evil. She was really mean.
Okay.
So I was one of those kids. Like every time we had a parent-teacher conference, I would get, he's very smart. I wish he'd apply himself. Like that was just across the board. For
I said that about you this morning.
You did. I don't like that you have parent-teacher conferences. When
all your parents keep showing up. So.
Our lease is so weird.
Yeah.
So I would keep getting these notes, right? So finally, my parents had my dad actually took this step in the 8th grade. He called every single one of my teachers, and my dad would call them all on Friday to check in on my work for the week. And Ms. Bedingfield,
your dad really cares. That's nice.
Yeah, I think it was because I think it was just after the divorce, right? So
so you were blaming it on the divorce.
I'm perfect.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be able to do this if my parents still loved each other.
So it wasn't my.
But the divorce was your fault.
Yes, it was clearly. Like the teachers were all fairly across the board. They're like, yeah, he's having a hard time, blah, 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 but this and this. And she just straight up, well, he's lazy and he doesn't want to learn. So she kept narking me out week after week. I kept getting in trouble because of her. So she probably wasn't that mean. It was all me, I know. But I mean, she did make me cry in class one day. You cry when you're 13. That's it. That was done. I was already in the marching band. So that was
a lot going wrong. A lot going against you.
Now I do comedy online. Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah. In the comments, yell at Nate. Who would you replace her with?
Anybody nice, but I keep looking at like just people across on cartoons, and I just want somebody who's nice. So I'm going Marge Simpson. I want Marge Simpson to teach me Algebra 2. I feel like she would know it. But more than anything, I think that she would. She covers for Bart a lot, so I feel like I would be her new Bart.
Oh, you want her to be your. Oh, that's really sweet, Nate. I'm not making a joke. That's sweet. Yeah.
That's all I want. Yeah, I just want somebody nice to teach me Algebra 2. That's it. And she counts. She was a teacher. I think she taught like 2 classes in their elementary school once.
Oh, Marge?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we're not. I don't think the question's based on if they. I don't think this old lady can teach anything. I mean, she was old in the 40s, so like I don't know. Look at this.
Yeah, she's pretty up there. Rohita, who's your teacher?
Okay, so the worst teacher I ever had was named Mr. Jeff in 6th grade.
Mr. Jeff.
So yeah, here's the thing. He wanted us to call. He was that teacher that wanted to be the cool teacher, very, very badly. And he told us on the first day of school, he's like, guys, I wanted you guys to just call me Jeff. But the administration thinks that that's just a little too much. So you can call me Mr. Jeff. And that was the compromise. That was the compromise I made with your principal. And I was like, I already hated here.
Yeah.
He already had that energy. And then on top of it, he was our science teacher at a public school that was a creationist. And so like our big project in the first semester, the second semester, our big project was science fair. Our big project in the first semester was creating scientific debate teams to debate creationism versus like intelligent design.
They made a movie about him. It's called God Is Not Dead.
Yeah, and then most of the kids at my public school absolutely loved him because most of them on the weekends went to the same mega church and he was their youth pastor.
Oh my God.
So like they thought it was so cool that youth pastor Jeff was the science teacher.
Woof. That
And
sounds
then the real kicker of all this was like this man did not like me this entire time because like
holy shit, yeah.
I would question everything he said in class because, like, and I also realized, like, I was super privileged. Like, both my parents went to college. Not everybody in my class had this privilege. So, like, my dad is a doctor. So I would go home and I'd be like, well, you said this yesterday and I don't think that's true. So I was also that kid back to him, but, like, he fucking deserved it.
I mean, yeah, I would be for sure.
And the real kicker with this man was, so I finished 6th grade. I like try my best to forget who this man ever was. Like I switched school systems. Like I switched to private school in high school. Like this man is out of my life. Cut to this year, there were photographs of him on January 6th.
I love it. I love it.
Good God.
Mr. Jeff is an insurrectionist.
So you could literally replace him with Yosemite Sam and
Wow.
it would be better.
Honestly, yeah, Jesus, the Hamburglar.
Anybody.
For a long time, I was like, oh, maybe it was just me. I was like a 12-year-old asshole or 11-year-old asshole. Like, who knows whatever happened to this man? Like, who cares? And then, like, someone that I knew in my childhood was like, oh, by the way, this guy used to be a teacher at Woodside Middle School. Anybody was like, oh, my God, it's Mr. Jeff.
That is wild. Question, does he spell his name Geoff or
No, it was Jeff.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's good.
You know, he was probably not giving out his last name that day either.
I was like, yeah, that's the real reason he didn't want us to have his last name.
Yeah,
My
his
goodness.
username's Jeff Q. You know,
Woof, that's I think you win the teacher.
Yeah. So
story.
who would you
Holy
replace
shit.
him with?
Yeah.
Literally.
100% Miss Frizzle. Like
Miss
I don't think
Frizzle.
I didn't learn any science that year, and I felt like I could eventually learn something with Miss Frizzle, and I would love to watch this man be replaced by like a queer Jewish woman.
Yes, I'm in. Yeah, who dabbles in witchcraft and magic. I'm in.
Dabbles?
I mean, I assume there's a scientific reason.
She drives a magic school bus. It's not dabbling. She's into it. She's got a lizard that doesn't speak, I guess.
I think you can replace all insurrectionists with Miss Frizzle.
I'm absolutely down.
Although I do have to say, it is unclear if he actually made it inside the Capitol or whether he was like, because all the photographs of him are on the lawn. It's unclear whether he made it into the building. But he's still there. I was like,
my God, I kind of hope he does, so that way he gets to see the inside of jail too.
a federal prison.
I have heard enough. I have tabulated your answers into scores.
Sorry, anytime that's said, we have to go right in. All right, let's see what the
I'm nervous.
puts it at.
I'm nervous. Oh, son of a.
Okay.
All right, that's all right.
Well, we've lost points.
That's okay. You know, we're not out of it.
Well, Rachel and Rohita have doubled their points.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's only 8:50. We have 10 minutes. We can come back.
We're so close. I guess we gotta who needs
Rachel.
to go? Rachel.
Rachel, do you have a question for the panel?
Sure. I guess if you could have any aliens from any universe abduct you, which aliens would it be?
Okay. And we're just thinking of aliens from movies.
From movies, TV shows, books,
Any
comics, anything. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I got my answer.
I think I know mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate, do you want to go first?
Sure. I would like the Monstars to abduct me. I mean, I don't know anything about their culture except that they revere basketball, and I enjoy basketball, so I think we'd get along. And they don't mind cheating. And honestly, I think cheating is fun in sports, so I'm in.
Oh, you're a Houston Astros fan.
I'm a New York Mets fan. You know, we got punished for that without. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
Oh, here he goes.
There we go. Monstars. That's who I want. I want the Monstars because not only do they like basketball, but somehow they can steal talent from other civilizations.
It's pretty impressive.
So I mean, they're pretty powerful. I mean, they're what type 3 civilization. You know, I'm in.
Danny DeVito voices one of them.
They can travel through space. They know basketball. I'm in. Yeah. Give me the Monstars.
That's a good one. You know who I would pick?
Who's that?
I'm going to go with the Coneheads. Surprisingly, one of the best SNL films.
It's really good. It holds up.
Surprisingly holds up, even though I don't like this guy.
Yeah, Farley's really good in it.
Oh, Farley's fantastic. And the mom's great in it. Everything's really, really great. There's Farley. That's what I want to go with. Because the Coneheads seem like they'd be a lot of fun to hang out with. They take everything very literal. Like they're Amelia Bedelia. And I don't know. They just seem, they're in the movie. They're all just so positive and nice. And then I assume that in the end of that movie, Chris Farley goes with them.
Yeah.
Or hangs out with them still. So I assume that like Chris Farley's around. So
that would be
double.
awesome. I would like to eat with them because no matter how much I eat, I'm gonna look like a dainty flower next to them. So
because if you got, I don't even want to pull up an image of what they look like when they eat.
I like that. Rohita, who would you like to be abducted by?
Steven Universe's 3 moms. I feel like you would just grow up a really like healthy, well-rounded person with them. I feel like it's I know that show is for children, but I feel like they'd be just like personal in-home therapists for broken adults.
Yeah, I'm super into this. Yeah, and I think it's for children with the air quotes. The Cartoon Network is crushing it right now. Yeah, that's a great answer. I love this show so much. So
is this
much.
One of the moms here.
I like the evolution of Rose Quartz in this show. How they go from like this revered figure, and then you find just such a well-written show. Yeah, that's a good answer. Plus you can live on the beach.
That's fun.
Yeah, this is a good answer. I like it. Rachel, who would you like to get kidnapped by?
Well, first I want to give you a little background because I recently watched that scene from the movie Fire in the Sky where God, what's his face is getting the experiments done on him.
Is that Jacob Lee in it?
I don't remember who it is. I know the actor from other places, but it's one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I could not stop thinking about it. That's not even the worst part of it, but I was like, oh my God. And I just can't stop thinking about aliens. And I'm like genuinely worried that some of them will. It's pretty terrifying what they do to this guy in that. So anyway, I was like, okay, what's the opposite of that? And I thought maybe the Ewoks would be they're cute and cuddly. I don't think they would ever abduct me. I think I would just go with them willingly, but they're so cute and little, and they live in the woods.
I like
this is what I'm going to pick.
Yeah, that's what I'd be a little worried they'd want to eat me if I didn't say hello correctly. But
maybe. But I was trying to think of something that was like as far from Fire in the Sky.
That is as far as
terrifying me.
They're definitely not doing any scientific experiments.
No.
You know what they can do though? They can play Yub Nub really well. So that's enough for me. Yeah, no, I like this answer. I like this answer a lot. Hang out with it.
Oh, yeah, plus, picnic. What's his name is in one of them?
Warwick Davis. Yeah,
Warwick Davis.
Yeah, he's the main one.
Yeah. Warwick Davis.
This is a good answer. You know what my favorite part of this movie is? They had R2-D2 strung out over fire too. Are they going to eat R2-D2?
Yeah, maybe. Did everyone get a go?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, those are good.
I have heard enough.
Uh-oh, you pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, somebody
That is
press
the end of the game. Milkbag, who is the champion this week?
What?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
All right, so that is the end of the game. So we're gonna have to check the scores here.
All right, let's look.
I'm scared.
I'm so nervous. Son of a bitch.
Oh, you got two
Like,
points.
gonna come back.
It's still anybody's game.
Well, it's not ours. 'Cause this is the end of the game. We've ended in a tie this week.
Oh, wow.
Rachel or Rohita means you get to share the prize.
Oh, that's a big award.
It is a big award.
We haven't had a tie in a very long time.
Yeah, I mean, 2 points. That's probably our weakest showing in a long time.
This is. Yeah, we did not do great.
So what you guys actually get to do is you guys can choose or work together to name this. Every week, Nate makes a video. Nate does not know how to make videos.
Not at all.
Yeah, and he doesn't even really try.
Nope.
So he makes a video. We're gonna watch it. This is the first time I'm watching it as well. And then after we're done watching it, Nate uploads it to YouTube. You get to give it a title.
And it'll stay online forever with the title that you give it.
And it's under Nate's own
It's on
YouTube.
my own YouTube channel, which is just nonsense now. So here we
If you
go.
haven't been followed by the FBI yet.
So here is this week's video. I think it's a good one.
We work on together to name it. Is that what?
Yeah,
it is?
y'all can
So
give
as-
us a name for
As
it.
you watch this, think of a name.
Whatever it inspires.
All right, here's Nate's video this week.
Doctor, I need your help. My wife is in labor. Oh, I see. Is this her first baby? No, this is her husband.
There you go.
That was beautiful.
I don't like to use my sunglasses.
No, that was a really bad video. So yeah, your prize is you get to name that work of art. So
My first throw out a suggestion is Labor Party.
Yeah, Rachel, how do you feel about that one? What do you want?
I like that, but I think one thing that really stuck out to me with this film was the fact that there was so much emotion being conveyed while people were saying so little. And I think that part of that maybe could go into the title because there was just so much raw emotion, conveyed with
Finally,
very little dialogue. It's like I felt like I was watching 2001: A Space Odyssey. Honestly,
See? Somebody gets it.
Somebody
Finally.
gets it.
I've been waiting for your credit.
All right, well, how about 2001: A Labor Party Odyssey?
I
I love it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
That's a really thank you so much.
well,
that was wonderful.
Rachel or Rohita, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Congratulations on that win.
That was a good win. Rohita, where can we find you online? What do you got to plug?
You can follow me on Twitter. I'm just at my full name, Rohita Kadambi. I'm also the same username on Instagram as well. And I don't have any shows coming up in the Boston area. I'm so sorry to tell you that. But once comedy festivals open up again, I will be applying. So
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, we'll look for you up here then. We'll follow you on Twitter. Any last words you want to give to the audience?
Not really. Thank you for having me, everybody.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Rachel, where can we find you online?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. I'm just Rachel Dunbar. And then on Twitter and Instagram, I'm at Miss Rachel Dunbar. That's MS for Miss Rachel Dunbar. I have a show tomorrow night in Worcester at the
Michael's Cigar Bar.
Ooh.
And then I am going to be in New York on Friday. I'll be at the comic strip.
At the comic strip. Nice.
Mhm.
Good little gig right there.
Nice.
Wonderful. Thank you. And do you have any last words for the audience you would like to leave?
I am just still shook by the film that I just watched. So I'm a little speechless.
Perfect.
It happens a lot.
Happens to everybody on the show.
Yeah.
Every week I do this.
That was a good show, I thought.
It was a really
I
good
really
show.
liked-
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I had fun. I liked the guests.
Yeah, the guests were great.
And did you get the inner meaning of my movie, of my film? The subtext.
There was a subtext?
Yes, there was subtext.
I don't think there was subtext.
It was a comment on commercialism.
I don't think it was. What were you trying to say, Nate?
Commercialism is
bad.
Good?
No, bad. Okay. Make sure to check out our podcast, 91 Donkey Lane. You could check it out on anywhere you could find podcasts, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you. Bye. Love you.
Bye.